ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ashland Community Soccer Complex for tonight's Northern Ohio Soccer League quarterfinal match between Delaware Rising FC and your hometown Ashland United Soccer Club. Beginning with the starting 11 for the visitors, Delaware Rising. Number 0, Gabriel Thomas. Number 6, Alex Brown. Number 10, Evan Worley. Number 11, Colin McComb. Number 12, Nicholas Worley. Number 15, Cooper Solomon. Number 16, Ryan Miller. Number 17, J.P. Seliskar. Number 24, Landon Kuhn. Number 42, Mason Morris. And number 72, Seth Gary. Delaware Rising are coached by Chris Stoll. And now, the starting 11 for your Ashland United. At goalkeeper, Nick Gunther. Number 3, Steve Wynn. Number 4, Joao Cardoso. Number 5, Roman Ramirez. Number 8, Ross Lamont. Number 9, Sam Jordan. Number 10, Andrew Mills. Number 11, Ollie Whaley. Number 20, Vander Rorschach. Number 23, Colin Fitzcharles. And number 47, Brian Bostic. Ashland United is coached by Carson Lavengood. Officials for tonight's contest are Bobby Johnson, Blake Hickson, and Andy Bear. Please remember that Ashland United respects the game, and any abuse towards officials, players, or coaches or fans will result in removal from the contest. Ladies and gentlemen, the kickoff is next.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this opening matchup of the 2023 edition of the Northern Ohio Soccer League playoff tournament. Just a couple of moments away from kickoff between Delaware Rising Football Club and Ashland United. Delaware Rising playing in their blue tops with blue shorts. Ashland United playing in their tangerine orange tops and black shorts. Delaware will set up in the center circle to have the opening kickoff. In case you were unable to hear the announcements before the game started, the Delaware starting lineup for this evening. Number 0, Gabriel Thomas playing in goal. Number 17, J.P. Seliskar. Number 6, Alex Brown. Number 15, Cooper Solomon. Number 11, Nicholas Fleury. Number 16, Ryan Miller. Number 72, Seth Barrett. Number 24, Landon Kuhn. Number 10, Evan Worley. And then number 42, Mason Morris, and number 12, Colin McComb. That rounded out the starting 11 for Delaware Rising, as Delaware will start things off with the opening kickoff. Delaware coming off of a 1-1 draw Monday evening against Greater Columbus and Westerville South High School. Delaware, with that draw, was able to solidify the 6th and final spot in the NOSL playoff tournament. So Delaware and Ashland have met once previously this season. Delaware came away. That game was on July 1st. Delaware came away with a 3-2 win. As that play breaks down a little bit in the defensive end for Delaware. Good work there by Gabriel Thomas to pick that one up. Gabriel Thomas kicks the ball well across midfield. Delaware looking to start an attack. Ball falls to the feet of number 24, Landon Kuhn. Played forward along the side. Colin McComb got to it before the ball was knocked away by the Ashland defender. So Delaware will have a throw-in on the near side down here in the corner. So Saliskar will set up. He'll have the throw. Throws it high into the box over the shoulder of Evan Worley as he's falling to the ground. Unfortunate for Delaware that ball will just roll for a goal kick. So as I mentioned previously, this is the second matchup of the NOSL season for Delaware Rising and Ashland United. Back on July 1st, Delaware Rising came away with a 3-2 victory that came at home at Buckeye Valley High School. Delaware with the ball in the box. McComb tried to pass, but that pass was blocked. So Ashland will try and move things out of their own end. Delaware coming away with a 3-2 win with a pair of goals from Mason Morris and a third goal from number 12, Colin McComb, the two starting forwards this evening. Fleury brings the ball forward, out wide to Morris. Morris inside the box looking for some space. A couple of moves, he hits McComb with that pass. Signal from the referee is a handball. So Ashland United will have a free kick from inside their own box. Both of these teams this evening looking to continue their chase for the 2023 NOSL Championship Cup. So this is the first of two concurrent games this evening. The other game also started at 7 p.m. The Ambassadors FC playing against Mansfield Danow, rounding out the 4th and 5th seeds in the tournament. So that game is being played currently at Walsh University, or at Malone University and Walsh. My apologies. If I get any score updates from that game, I will be sure to pass them along. So Kuhn with the ball along the near sideline. A bit of a tight angle for the camera. My apologies. I will do my best to keep things centered on the action as much as I can. It is a little bit difficult to see this near sideline right in front of me. Ashland with the ball on the far side with a little bit of space. Ball into the box. Still making some moves, trying to find some open space to have a shot. Ball finally crossed into the middle. Fortunate for Delaware there that J.P. Seliskar got there to knock that one away. Good interception on that pass by Landon Kuhn. As Delaware will start moving forward with some space. Ryan Miller carrying the ball through the midfield with Morris along the far side, and Worley through the middle. He hits Kuhn with a pass. Kuhn will have a long shot. Knocked away by the keeper. McComb there to get there to pick that one up, but the flag on the near side comes up. So Delaware, McComb, unfortunately, just a little bit offside. So Ashland will start off with another free kick inside their own box. Pretty quiet first few minutes of this ball game. We are just about 5 minutes into the game. There is a scoreboard. I will try to keep a eye on the scoreboard as much as I can. I'm not sure if I will be able to get it on camera per se. It is a very tight angle. I saw a comment in the chat that asking for an Ashland lineup. Unfortunately, I do not have that in front of me right at the moment. So Ashland moving along the far sideline. The ball comes into the middle a little bit. Ashland looking for some space. Ball crossed. Near side into the box. A little too strong. So Delaware will have a goal kick. Gabriel Thomas will line up. He will send that one short across the box to Cooper Solomon. Solomon back across to Brown. Brown trying to thread a pass through to Ryan Miller. Intercepted by Ashland. A good interception there by Seth Barrett. Passes it forward. Morris looking for some space. Oh, he was trying to hit McComb with a long pass through the midfield, but that pass was intercepted. A little bit of back and forth fight along the far sideline. Fleury able to send that one back out towards midfield for the moment. Ashland coming back. Ball crossed into some open space to number 10. Shot comes along the ground, deflects off of, looked like it was the foot of Alex Brown, number 6, the defender. Fortunate for Delaware, it rolls to Gabriel Thomas with no issue. Kuhn with the ball. In the middle to Miller. Miller coming forward, turns, drops it back to Solomon. Solomon carrying it forward. Finally looking for a pass forward for Fleury, but that pass was intercepted. Solomon finds the ball back at his feet. Fleury to Morris. Ashland will take that ball away and start moving forward. The play will stop as the Ashland attacker draws a foul. Ball played forward to number 47. Brown intercepts that pass forward to Miller. Miller into a little bit of open space, finds Kuhn. Kuhn along the sideline, he finds McComb. McComb with some space. Moving towards the box, he crosses it into the middle. Might have been looking for Worley, but it finds its way all the way across the box. Morris was giving chase, but the Ashland defender gets to that one first, as they will start moving the ball upfield. There's been quite a bit of open space here early in this first half for both teams. Both teams good. Ooh, good slide tackle there by Fleury. Fleury hobbling a little bit as he gets up, but seems like he is up and moving around with no issue. That ball finds its way back to the keeper, Gabriel Thomas. Just about 10 minutes into this first half. Not a whole lot of action to be seen so far. It's been pretty back and forth. No real clear open chances for either side just yet. The score is 0-0. So since this is a playoff game, 90 minutes may be enough. If it is tied at the end of 90, we will play an extra 30 minutes of extra time by way of two 15-minute halves. If the game is still tied at that point, we will go to penalties. So we will keep playing tonight until there is a winner. Still have 80 minutes and change until that comes into play. So Gabriel Thomas plays it forward to McComb. McComb drops back to Morris. Morris sends the ball across the ground, hoping that a Delaware player would give chase. Finds its way back to the Ashland back line. Ashland will move the ball along the far sideline, looking for some open space through the midfield. Ball sent over the top. Brown and number 20 for Ashland giving chase. Brown clears that one over the touchline. So number 20 will take that throw, restart things quickly. A little bit of open space. Number 3 from Ashland has a shot, takes a bit of a weird bounce before rolling out of play. We are playing on a grass surface this evening at the Wrangler Soccer Complex here in Ashland, Ohio. Neither one of these teams are very familiar with this type of playing surface. Delaware Rising, of course, usually playing in the friendly confines of Buckeye Valley High School, which is a turf field. Ashland United typically playing at home at Ashland High School, which also is a turf playing surface. So both of these teams a little bit unfamiliar playing on grass. So I don't seem to think that will really play to an advantage for either side. That ball sent through the back line to the far corner where Ashland will pick it up. Number 9 with the ball at his feet. Crosses it. Bit of a mix between a cross and a shot from the looks of it, but Delaware will have a goal kick to be taken by Gabriel Thomas, number 0, who had a stellar performance on Monday against Greater Columbus FC. Earned himself man of the match honors with a plethora of saves as Delaware fought for a hard-earned point and a 1-1 draw as that ball played forward into the box. McComb to Worley, still with some space. Had Morris and Kuhn with some space. Another shot taken by Morris, which is deflected. Ashland finally able to clear the box. Good couple of looks there by Delaware Rising. Not able to find open space to put the ball on the back of the net. Good defensive performance there by Ashland. Seliskar will send that ball across to Cooper Solomon. Solomon carrying it forward with some space. Passes it to Morris. Morris will return the ball right back to him. Solomon up to Flurry to Morris. Back to Solomon through the middle to Ryan Miller. Good slide tackle there by Ryan Miller. Bit of a fight back and forth between Miller and Kuhn over who will take possession of the ball. Kuhn comes away with it, and he'll drop it back to Thomas. Thomas near side to Seliskar. Seliskar looking for someone to pass to. Finally hits Worley short side. Worley looking for McComb. Pass a little bit short. Delaware takes possession back. Kuhn with the ball around midfield. Drops it a little bit to Flurry. Flurry to Miller. Back to Solomon. Through the middle to Worley. Back to Seliskar. It's Delaware also looking for some daylight moving forward. McComb onside, giving chase, getting to the ball. He does get to it before it rolls out. Crosses into the middle. Kuhn nearby. As that ball is sent out of the box. Ashland will pick it up, move it forward. Delaware with a handful of players back on defense. Number 9 from Ashland sends it forward. Far side of the box where number 3 will pick it up. Number 20. Pass intercepted by Fleury. Game will pause for a second as we have our first substitution of the evening. Number 27, Asher Bridenstine, will come on in place of number 72, Seth Barrett, just about 15 minutes into the first half. Delaware with a few substitutions available this evening. Bridenstine just came onto the field. Also on the bench currently, they have number 33, Nathan Schwalik, one of the team captains. Also, they have number 7, Jeremy Hermiller, a striker who was responsible for the lone Delaware Rising goal on Monday evening in that 1-1 draw against Greater Columbus. Final substitution on the Delaware bench this evening is number 21, Cody Lumbey. So we expect to see lots of roster churn here this evening. Delaware playing in their third match in 5 days, coming off of a match on Saturday, a makeup match. The match on Monday against Greater Columbus was a makeup from a game that was supposed to be played about a week and a half ago, which was postponed due to inclement weather, poor air quality. And then now playing today, which makes their third match in 5 days. So certainly could be managing fatigue to make sure that players stay fresh. As Miller with the ball in the midfield zone, passes it forward to Mason Morris. Morris tried to play it forward looking for Kuhn, but that pass blocked by the Ashland defender. Sent all the way back where Cooper Solomon will play it back to Thomas. Ashland, number 47. Ball played forward to number 9. Good work there by Gabriel Thomas to come up, get in front of that ball to prevent a shot from number 9. He certainly was onside and had lots of space to make something happen. Good work there by Thomas to read that play. So Solomon carrying the ball forward to Bridenstine. Bridenstine in the air to J.P. Seliskar. Seliskar's pass intercepted by number 11 in the middle to number 20. Number 20 has a shot which is deflected off of Cooper Solomon out towards the far sideline. Ashland still with possession. Fleury giving chase into the middle. Ball pass. Good work there by Kuhn to try and steal that one away. Number 9 finally finds a little bit of daylight, has a shot, which Gabriel Thomas able to pick up. As was the case on Monday, Delaware with only one roster keeper available this evening, Gabriel Thomas. We'll see this all the way through. Full 90, full 120, whatever we see, he will be the keeper the whole way long for Delaware. As Kuhn coming forward, ball pops out a little bit, back to Seliskar. Seliskar to Worley lets that one go through where Kuhn picks it up, carries it into the box, cross into the middle, finds McComb. But the flag comes up. Good look there by McComb, but unfortunately came off his line just a little too quickly. Ashland will have a free kick as they make their first substitution of the evening. Kick comes from inside their own box, sent across midfield. Headed forward by Solomon into a little bit of no man's land. Ashland with the ball forward. Ball headed, deflected off of Brown. Cross to Seliskar, who sends it out for a bit. Play stops for a second after Ashland United is whistled for a foul. So Bridenstine will restart things quickly with a short pass to Miller. Miller looking for some space. He does find Morris just for a moment. Maybe one of the disadvantages to playing on grass as opposed to turf is it seems like the ball does not skip. The ball has not been moving as quickly as it normally would playing on turf. So each pass will require a little bit more pace and accuracy to make sure that it gets to its intended target. We have seen so far this evening a few balls that have gone a little bit short of their intended targets. Seliskar with the ball deep in his own territory under some pressure from a couple of Ashland attackers. Ball finds its way out to Kuhn. Back to Miller. Miller with an attacker in chase. A little bit of back and forth on the near side between Seliskar, Kuhn, and Miller. Ball finally crossed over to Cooper Solomon. Solomon moving forward with a little bit of space. Finds McComb. McComb with 3 defenders on him. Short pass into the middle looking for Kuhn. Pass is intercepted by Ashland as they will move things forward. Just about at the halfway point here in our first 45 minutes. Score still sits at 0-0. Seems like both teams are still trying to have some patience, trying to find their chances when they can. Both teams have put some pressure on the opposing keepers, but nothing really concrete so far. So Ashland will have a throw-in on the near side. Not before a few substitutions. Delaware, number 21, Cody Lumby, will come on in place of number 10, Evan Worley. Number 7, Jeremy Hermiller, will come on in place of Colin McComb. Jeremy Hermiller, of course, the goal scorer from Monday, had a beautiful right place at the right time goal off of a early first half set piece. Delaware with a corner kick. Pauses. Ashland with some space. Forward, good deflection there by J.P. Seliskar as that ball rolls all the way out of the stadium, out towards the road behind the soccer complex. So Ashland will have a throw-in just outside of the Delaware 18-yard box. Throw comes into the box, headed into the middle, headed away. Signal from the referee, last touch by Delaware Rising. So Ashland United with their first strong scoring opportunity here as they will have their first corner kick of the evening. Number 20 setting up in the near corner on the end line side of the flag to take this corner kick. Delaware loading the box. 10 of their 11 field players in the box. Mason Morris, the lone man outside. The kick comes into the box. A couple of players collide together. Referee stops play, signals a handball. Looks like the ball bounced off the shoulders of one of the Ashland players. So Delaware will set up with a free kick inside their own box. Gabriel Thomas plays it short to Alex Brown. Brown near side to Seliskar. Seliskar up to Lumby. Lumby plays it forward looking for Morris into the middle. Not able to make that connection. Play stops. Bridenstine will draw a foul. Whistle from the referee. No card shown, but the referee did give him a warning, so have to make sure he plays with a little bit more caution. Certainly any more dangerous play would draw a yellow card. As that ball comes Near side, Ashland, number 18, good work there to keep it in place. Saliskar takes possession in the middle to Ryan Miller. Ball played forward where the Ashland defense sends that one away. Mason Morris with the ball. Morris still with the ball in the box. Finally cleared out by the Ashland defense. Bridenstine comes up, heads it forward to keep it in the attacking third just for the time. Short pass from Kuhn to Morris. Comes back out to Lumby. Lumby, left-footed pass into the box looking for Kuhn. Cleared out of the box for the moment. Morris attempted cross into the box is parried away by the defender. Ball finally rolls out. Seliskar will be subbed off for the time being. Number 33, Nathan Schwalik, one of the team captains, coming on in his place into the right back position. Okay. Looking for a game ball to be able to start things. Schwalik with the short throw to Bridenstine, cleared out again. As that ball rolls back to the fence on the outside of the field, along with the ball from the previous throw-in. So Schwalik will pick the ball up, come back to the touchline, have another throw, comes short, looking for Kuhn from the looks of it, comes back out. Headed back towards the box for a second. Ashland with possession. Score is still 0-0. So just about 18 minutes or so left here in the first half. Morris tripped up for a second. That ball cleared for a throw-in. Delaware will have another throw-in here on the near sideline. Delaware will make a substitution. Number 12, Colin McComb, will come back on. Number 42, Mason Morris, will get a few moments of rest. So as I mentioned previously, as play restarts, that Delaware is playing their third game in 5 days. That ball cleared all the way back to Gabriel Thomas. Sends it wide looking for Fleury. Not quite able to connect on that pass. But so Delaware is playing, putting a lot of work over this last week. And the current temperature not doing them any favors as the temperature was about 82 degrees at the time the game started. It is just a little bit humid. There was a bit of a breeze as the game started, but that has since died down a little bit, so the air is a little bit stagnant as that ball. Good play forward by Ashland. Good work there by Schwalik to keep in play for the moment. Number 10 for Ashland. Ball comes into the middle, number 8. Far side to number 18, Fleury back to give chase. Miller coming back to help him. Ball crossed. And a bit of a defensive mess there for Delaware Rising results in a Ashland United goal. So just about 16 minutes left here in the first half. Delaware find themselves in a 1-0 hole for the upcoming restart of play and the Delaware kickoff. Ashland United will make a substitution. A little bit of a mess defensively. Fortunate for Delaware, they're unable to clear the ball out of the box. Gabriel Thomas got a good set of hands to it. Unfortunately, Ashland there to pick up the rebound, put it in the back of the net. So Delaware We'll restart things on the kickoff. Ashland moving things forward just for a moment. Delaware with the ball. Flurry forward finds Hermiller. One-touch pass up to Bridenstine. Good work there by Bridenstine to keep that ball as he plays it forward, looking for McComb. That ball cleared out in front of the Ashland bench for a Delaware throw-in. So Delaware will make another substitution. Captain Evan Worley will come back on in place of number 27, Asher Bridenstine. Lumby taking the short throw back to Schwalick. Schwalick across to Flurry. Flurry sent the ball into the box, finds McComb again. But unfortunate for Delaware, McComb signaled for offside. McComb with a couple of good runs so far here this evening. Unfortunate not to be able to stay onside for either of them because he's had a handful of really good looks so far. But nevertheless, Ashland will restart things on their free kick. That comes into the middle where Schwalick heads it toward the ground, plays it forward, looking for McComb. So Ashland will start moving things. That ball switched upfield, finds its way all the way into the box where Thomas will come out to get it. Thomas to Worley, over to Solomon, forward to Ryan Miller. Miller to Flurry. Flurry tripped up for a second, able to keep with it. Tripped up again, and still able to keep with it. Delaware will move things back, try and switch things up as Thomas with the ball. Pass in the middle, looking for Worley. Intercepted. Ashland attacker saw Thomas off his line, tried a shot from long range, but it did roll wide left of the goal. Delaware will make a substitution. Number 42, Mason Morris, will come back on in place of number 7, Jeremy Hermiller. Gabriel Thomas directing traffic before sending that ball through midfield. Finds Morris, who's unable to corral that one. Well, headed back into the Delaware half. Worley and Solomon in the vicinity. Ashland able to break away from that. Come another attack. Brown and Flurry on the ball carrier. Able to send it away for the moment. Ashland still with possession. Number 18 outside the box. Brown giving chase. Good fight there outside the box. Good jostling. Referee finally stops. Calls a foul against Ashland United. So Delaware will set up with a free kick near the far sideline just outside their box. Gabriel Thomas setting up to take said kick. Pushing his men forward. Sends the ball forward into midfield. Lumby up to McComb. To Kuhn. Pass towards Morris. Intercepted. Tangerine Army moving forward through the midfield. Number 8 with the ball. Near side to number 9. Schwalick giving chase. Pass comes back to number 8. Good work there by Worley to take that pass away. Delaware sends it up toward the midfield. Lumby giving chase along with a few Ashland defenders. Lumby drawn to the ground, which draws an immediate red card from the head referee. All of a sudden, things have taken a dramatic turn. Referee saw something he didn't like on that challenge against Cody Lumbee. Draws a red card against Ashland United. Bit of a discussion ongoing in midfield between a handful of Delaware players, the head referee, the Ashland player. So just about 10 minutes or so left here in the first half. Things have changed dramatically here. Ashland drawing a red card, a straight red card from the referee. So once play restarts, Delaware will have a free kick from inside the center circle. Looks like Worley and Solomon will set up. So things have changed dramatically here late in the first half. Fleury with the ball in the box. See how Delaware comes out of the beneficial call. See if they come forward with a little more energy now that they have the man advantage. It's Ashland coming forward. Ball played forward, number 9. With Solomon and Schwalik in the vicinity. Playing forward, number 47. Ball played forward with a little bit of space. Schwalik able to clear it out of the box for the moment. Delaware defensively still trying to get the ball out of their own end. Ball finally does come out just for a moment with Kuhn having that one. Comes back. Worley finally with the ball. Short to Morris. Middle to Miller. Miller over to Kuhn. Kuhn coming along the near side. Plays it back into the middle looking for Morris. Pass was not quite on the money as Ashland will move things back into the Delaware half. Delaware defensively trying to recover. A couple of substitutions upcoming. One per side. For Delaware, number 17, J.P. Seliskar will come back on in place of Schwalik. For Ashland, number 10 will come on in place of number 18. So Ashland restarting things on the throw-in. It comes into the box. Cleared away by Brown. Kuhn with the ball through the middle, trying to find McComb. Pass is intercepted. Lumbee comes to the ball carrier. Number 10 for Ashland with some space. Meets his counterpart, Edmund Worley. Worley draws a foul. So Ashland will have a free kick deep into Delaware territory. Ashland setting up for their free kick. Number 10 and number 47 around the ball. Number 9 looks to be the one set to take it. Delaware with the wall. Cross comes into the box. Good work there by Morris to get to that ball. Clears it out of the box. Miller finally sends it forward. Clearing it out to midfield for the time. Ashland still with possession. Bring it back behind midfield before restarting things. Ball comes near side along the sideline. Good work there by Seliskar to clear the ball out of play. Substitutions oncoming again for both sides. Number 16, Ryan Miller coming off in place of number 27, Asher Bridenstine. Substitutions for Ashland as well. Number 22 will come on in place of number 13. So Ashland will restart things. Throw in near the Delaware bench. Throw comes short. Salskar giving challenge. Ball hops up into the box. Lots of open space. Unfortunately, it takes a very poor bounce for Delaware Rising. Unfortunate bounce there for Delaware Rising. Find themselves now in a 2-0 hole. Just about 4.5 minutes left here in the first half. Delaware finding themselves in a bit more of a hole now. So Delaware setting up to restart things. McComb in the center circle to take the kickoff. Delaware maybe a little bit gassed from their recent string of games, but they will need to find some energy if they want to continue their NOSL season. So that ball into the box, intended for Lumbee, intercepted. Cleared out towards midfield. Throw to Bridenstine. Bridenstine with a little bit of space in the middle to Worley. Worley near side to Salskar. Salskar with a little bit of space. Ball sent into the box. Looking for Morris on the far side. Just a little bit strong. Good look for Delaware. Put that one into the box, but unfortunately just a little too strong. Ashland coming upfield, ball into the middle. Finds its way near side. Number 47 picks it up. Ball comes forward to number 9. Brown giving chase. Number 47 finds the ball again. Pass forward. Salskar giving chase. Ball pulled to the ground. Salskar draws a foul. Salskar draws a yellow card here in the last few moments of the first half. So the foul came near the box. Looks like the referee has set them up just outside of the box. So no penalty given, but still a very dangerous free kick location. It looks like a wall of Worley and Lumbee, just about 10 yards away from the kick taker. Ball comes in and punched away by Gabriel Thomas for the moment. Still with a lot of space. Shot comes back in, deflects off the post and into the back of the net. Number 11, Ollie Rayleigh from Ashland, scoring his second goal in the last 5 minutes. Here in the last few moments of this first half. Delaware Rising conceding a couple of goals. Now find themselves in a 3-0 hole. As we head toward the end of the first half. So likely a few moments of added time here from the referee as we are now into stoppage time as Delaware will restart things with the kickoff. Worley with the ball. Drops it back to Seliskar. Seliskar to Brown through the middle. To Morris. Morris looking for Lumbee along the side. Ball popped out. Still bouncing around. Cleared away by Ashland as Cooper Solomon will give chase. Ball will roll for a rising throw-in. Solomon take it back to Thomas. To Brown. To Seliskar. Seliskar coming up. Pass intercepted. Sent back by Ashland. Kuhn with the ball along the near side. Signal from the referee. Goes towards Ashland, so throw will be coming right underneath the camera. Number 10 for Ashland will throw that one short as referee signals for the end of first half. Delaware unfortunate to find themselves in a 3-0 hole going into halftime. They do have a man advantage, but they will need to buckle down and try and find some offense, try and find a couple goals to cut into this lead. Still have 45 minutes to go. So end of one, Delaware down 3-0 to Ashland United. So we'll take about a 5 to 10 minute break, and we will be back for the second half of action. So don't go anywhere.
Before we start the second half, Ashland United men's NOSL team would like to invite all in attendance to come down after the game, meet and greet with the players, and get photos. Now, let's get to the second half.
Welcome back for the second half. 45 minutes left in this game. Delaware find themselves in a 3-0 hole to start the second half. Still is plenty of time left for Delaware to come back in this game. Interesting to see how they start coming out of the half. They certainly were fired up coming out of the halftime team huddle. 45 minutes left in this first quarterfinal match of the evening. Ashland setting up to restart things with the opening kickoff. Delaware up a man after a straight red card against Ashland late in the first half. That unfortunately came before the second and third Ashland goal. So Delaware with a man advantage, but still with a pretty sizable hole to clear to pick them subs out of. But there is plenty of time. So Lando Kuhn with the ball. Forward looking for Hermiller, just a little bit too strong as a handful of Ashland players give chase. Ball finally cleared out of the box, up towards midfield. Ryan Miller gets to it first. Short to Solomon. Solomon in the middle to Worley. Evan Worley with a lot of space. Sends it far side to Seliskar. Seliskar trying to run upfield. Tripped up. Delaware with a free kick near the far sideline outside the box. A good set-piece location here early in the second half. It looks like Lando Kuhn will set up to take the free kick. Players packing the box, headed away by the Ashland defense. Ball comes back out. Miller first to get that one. Ball sent back into the box. Looking for McComb. Ashland defender got to it first. Ball comes out again. Ashland now moving the ball upfield. Good work there by Brown to keep it in the Ashland half of the field. Morris with a right-footed shot. Doesn't find its way to the keeper. Ball cleared out by midfield. Finally rolls over for a Delaware throw-in. Seliskar will drop that one to Cooper Solomon. Solomon short to Morris. Morris with some space in the midfield. Up along the sideline to Fleury. Fleury crosses it into the middle. Kuhn giving chase. That ball cleared all the way back out. Seliskar, good work there to keep that one in play. Forward to Kuhn again. Finds Hermiller in the box. Hermiller tried to turn and fire. Unable to do so. Cleared back out towards midfield. Cooper Solomon finally will drop that one back to Alex Brown. Brown to Solomon. Solomon up to Worley. Worley sees Mason Morris on the near sideline in front of the Delaware bench. Back to Fleury. Back to Worley. Worley with some space. Moving things toward the opposite end of the field. Hits Seliskar with a short pass. Seliskar to Brown. Back to Seliskar. Seliskar switches things up. Sending it over Cooper Solomon's head. Solomon gets to it. Able to send it forward. Ashland takes control. A lot of space. Ooh. Ashland attacker had the play. Got behind Alex Brown, but Unfortunately, just a little too soon. Had some space, but Delaware, beneficiary of an offside call, as they will restart things. Worley with the ball in the middle to Kuhn. Kuhn through the midfield, up to Fleury, looking for Fleury along the midside. Good attempt there by Fleury to keep it in play. Had a good first touch, but couldn't make the second one. So Ashland will restart things with a throw-in. It comes short. Fleury and Kuhn and Miller all in the vicinity. Pass into the middle, intercepted by Worley. Worley tries to hit in the middle, tried to hit Kuhn. Pass blocked. So Delaware. Ashland coming back into the Delaware defensive half. Number 9 with the ball. Back to number 8. Ball into the middle, number 8. Back with it. Brown and the attacker come together at the same time. Ball eventually finds its way out of the box and back out towards midfield, where Ashland will take possession again. Worley short to Morris. Morris with some space, coming up through midfield with a little bit of speed. Oh, good move there to beat the defender. Still moving. Oh, he finally nearly got past the final defender, but on that final challenge, the ball popped up, hit Morris in the arm, which will draw a handball whistle from the referee. So a good look there offensively for Delaware. Unfortunate just to not have that final piece. So Ashland restarting things on that free kick. Play stops again as Cooper Solomon drew a foul. So near the final third, Ashland will have a free kick. Free kick comes short, number 20. Back with the ball. Couple of attempted passes. Finally rolls out. Fleury will restart things. Short pass to Solomon. Delaware trying to find some open space to move forward. Fleury finally gets to it, hits Hermiller. Ooh. Hermiller just offside. Referee about 5 yards off of the center line. Held up the flag on the far side, so Hermiller just offside. So Ashland restarting things with a short kick. Bit of give and go on the near sideline, number 5 with the ball. Good work there by Solomon to block that pass. Fleury turning things around up to Morris. Morris to Ryan Miller. Miller dribbling to Kuhn. Kuhn up to Colin McComb in the middle. Looking for Landon Kuhn, just a little too far ahead of him. Ashland now trying to run back upfield, but attacker on the far side not able to keep that ball in play. He certainly had a lot of speed as he was coming upfield. So that ball finds its way all the way back to Gabriel Thomas. Sends it short to Cooper Solomon. Solomon with a lot of space. Plays it forward, has McComb and Kuhn up forward. McComb had a touch to it. Unfortunate not to have an open shot. Delaware still in the attacking third. Hermiller crossed into the box looking for McComb. Headed away by a couple of defenders, still bouncing around in the box. Up in the air, ball finally lands at the feet of Kuhn. Kuhn looking for a little bit of space, trying to make some moves. No space to be found. Ball comes to the feet of Morris. Play finally stops on the foul call from the referee. Play restarts. Ashland sending that ball forward down into Fleury's neck of the woods. Rolls out. Fleury quickly takes the throw to Solomon. Worley comes back to pick up that pass. Back to Brown. Far side to Seliskar. Seliskar up to Kuhn. Kuhn with a lot of real estate to work. Defender comes up and takes the ball away from him from behind. Good recovery there by Kuhn to try and take that ball back. He does finally come away with it. He'll pass that one to Seliskar. Seliskar. Ball sent out. Short throw comes. Ashland trying to signal for a substitution, but play had already started before the referee could signal for the substitution. So next stoppage will see at least one substitution. Seliskar with the ball on the far side. He slips. Late whistle comes from the referee, so Delaware will set themselves up with a free kick outside the 18-yard box. So it looks like Lando Kuhn will be the one setting up to take the free kick. Just about 5 yards outside that top corner of the 18-yard box. Delaware with a handful of players in the box. Free kick comes into the middle by Kuhn, just over the head of a couple of Delaware defenders. Looks like it was Miller and Solomon were in the vicinity, but unfortunate for Delaware, no one able to get ahead to it. So Ashland will set up with a goal kick. A couple of substitutions, or a substitution for Ashland United. Number 18 coming on. So play will restart off the goal kick. Ball comes up into the midfield where Worley and Morris Ashland draw a foul. A little too much jostling between Worley and the Ashland attacker. So Ashland with a free kick just inside the Delaware half of the field. The referee coming back. Play restarts. Number 3 with the ball. In the middle to number 8 with a little bit of space. Good work there by Kuhn to send that one away for the moment, but Ashland still with possession. Forward a little bit. Ashland still with possession. Ooh, McComb came up, tried to force a turnover. Not quite enough power to make it happen. So Ashland still fighting just outside the Delaware box. Finally with a little bit of space. Number 9 hits number 18. Back to number 9. A bit of a move. Ball crossed into the box. Number 3 on the other side. Number 20 got to the ball but mishit. As it'll roll out for a Delaware goal kick. Delaware seemingly fighting for their lives in the defensive half. But Cooper Solomon carrying the ball forward. Looking for some space. He hits Worley with a pass. Worley moving forward. Sent forward looking for a Hermiller. Just couldn't get it over that final defender. McComb giving chase. Ball forward picked up by Worley. Back to Brown, up to Morris, back to Worley. Worley to McComb. McComb forward looking for Morris. Just a little too strong. Ashland coming back forward. Delaware will have a throw in. Taken quickly. Cleared out of the Ashland half of the field. Gabriel Thomas comes forward to Brown, to Seliskar. Seliskar along the sideline to McComb. McComb crossed in the middle. Miller nearly got to it. So Brown will drop that one all the way back to Thomas, who will quickly send it to Solomon. Up to Kuhn, over to Worley. Worley working with some space. Looking for someone to pass to. Pass, looking through the middle, looking for McComb. Intercepted well before it got to him. Ashland now moving back forward. Delaware with some men back. Ashland fighting. Only a couple of players. Play finally moves forward. Ashland pleading for a foul, but no whistle coming. Delaware played forward. Hermiller with some space. One defender in his way. Fighting. He finally comes to the ground. That draws no whistle from the referee. Ball comes all the way back where Fleury will pick it up, send it to Solomon. Solomon coming forward. Well out of the defensive end. Solomon to Morris on the near side. Morris crossed into the middle, a bit of a mix between a cross and a shot, but it sails wide of goal. So a couple of substitutions upcoming for Delaware Rising, including one for Ashland United. So for Delaware, number 27, Asher Bridenstine will come back on. Number 21, Cody Lumbee will come back on. So Asher on in place of number 17, J.P. Seliskar. So goal kick upcoming. Things restart. Ball into the midfield. Ryan Miller with a little bit of space has a right-footed shot. Keeper corrals it. Bobbled a little bit, but able to maintain control. Nearing the halfway point here in the final 45 minutes, the second 45 minutes. Delaware still in need of a few goals. Need one for the moment. See if that can spark something. Delaware in dire need of some momentum shift. Fatigue certainly having a major impact. As I mentioned previously, Delaware now playing their third game in 5 days, but it's not an excuse. I know Delaware they know they'll need to dig in deep and will need to fight to try and get back into this game as play stops. So Ashland will have a free kick a few yards outside of their own box. On the restart, ball comes forward across midfield, bouncing around between a few players. Ball sent out. Ashland making a substitution before the upcoming throw-in, number 13, will come back on in place of number 18. So Ashland restarting things on the throw. Play comes back, trying to set up an attack. Delaware trying to take the ball away, looking for a much-needed spark to try and turn this game around in the final 25 minutes. A little bit of space coming. Ball hits off the crossbar. Still straight up in the air, still in the box. Finally cleared out a little bit. Good work there by Worley to send it forward enough so that Miller can get to it. Kuhn received the pass for just a moment, unable to keep control. Miller shoved. Short back and forth pass between Miller and Kuhn. Pass comes forward just a little too strong for McComb to get to it. Brown with the ball on the far side. Bit of fighting in that midline at the far end of the field. Miller in the middle to Kuhn. Kuhn with an attacker nearby. Lumby back to Fleury. Fleury with a long cross into the box. Just draws an offside whistle. Not certain who drew that offside call, but unfortunate for Delaware again. Miller in the middle to Kuhn. Kuhn looking for McComb again through the middle. But it pass intercepted before it got to him. Brown fighting with an attacker, finally draws a whistle from the referee. Play restarts. That ball sent back. Cooper Solomon up to Asher Bridenstine, back to Solomon. Solomon up to Lumby. Lumby able to find an out pass to Fleury. Fleury back to Solomon. Solomon up looking for Miller, but the pass was intercepted. Ashland Worley comes up, nearly took that one away. Good slide tackle there by Brown to keep the ball from moving forward just for the time before it finally rolls for a Delaware throw-in. Ashland making a couple more substitutions. About 22 minutes and some change left here in the second half. Score still sits at 3-0 in favor of Ashland United. So Alex Brown restarts things on the throw-in. That ball sent well up into the box between McComb and Morris. Sent back. Fleury to Worley. Worley looking for someone to pass to. Ball back out towards midfield. Fleury across to Brown. Brown with Lumby along the far side. Sends it into the middle. Delaware furiously trying to play balls into the box, trying to find something. Find some sort of attack. Fortunately, have not been able to find that as of yet. So, play stops for the moment as a referee attends to a downed Ashland player. The Ashland player down was number 47. Slowly able to walk off the field under his own power. A little bit shaken up. Delaware will restart things. Kuhn sends it far side to Brown as Delaware starts pushing guys up in desperate need of at least a goal to hope that maybe they can open the floodgates. So Asher over to Worley. Worley dropping it back to Fleury. Pass intercepted. Kuhn fighting with the Ashland player, number 20. Finally draws a whistle. So Ashland will have a free kick. Delaware with a few available substitutions, a few players on the bench. Unfortunately, not too many options defensively. Oh, as number 3 finds his way through the Delaware back line, Fleury and Solomon giving chase. Ball sent finally over the end line. So Delaware trying valiantly to recover, able to make that final recovery, enough to send that ball out of play. So Fleury carrying the ball up the sideline. Finds Worley toward the middle. Worley up to Morris. Morris with some space. Looking for Lumbee in the middle. Pass intercepted by the Ashland defense. Delaware with possession. Brown near side to Fleury. Fleury looking for some options. Finds Morris. Morris gives it back. Fleury crossing the ball into the middle, looking for Lumbee. Intercepted again. Pass out of the defensive end, intercepted by Bridenstine as Cooper Solomon passes it forward to Lumbee. Cody Lumbee with a few defenders. Tries to cross it, deflects it off of the defender. So Delaware will have a substitution. Or Delaware will have a throw-in, my apologies. Substitution upcoming for Ashland. Delaware looking to stand pat with their current crop of field players. As I started to mention previously, not too many defensive options left available for Delaware. Looks like Schwalik is up, coming off the bench for a substitution. Play stops. So the Ashland player draws a yellow card on a tough challenge against number 21, Cody Lumbee. So looks like Fleury will be the one setting up to take the free kick. A couple of substitutions lined up. One for each side. No signal yet, so it will come after the next stoppage of play. So not this current one, but whatever the upcoming one is. Just under 17 minutes remaining. Fleury sends the ball into the box, sends it long, finds Ryan Miller on the far near side of the box. Miller not able to keep that one in play. So Nathan Schwalik will come on in place of Evan Worley. So Schwalik will come back into a defensive part of the defensive back line. Nick Fleury will move up as that goal kick restarts things. A bit of a short kick. Solomon. Ball finds its way through past Alex Brown, number 9 with the ball. Cross into the middle, headed towards goal. Just a little bit strong as Gabriel Thomas picks that one up, rolls it quickly up to Fleury. Fleury to Lumby. Lumby through the midfield. Oh, looking for McComb. That pass was intercepted. Slide tackle from Cody Lumby. Draws a yellow card. So Ashland will set up with a free kick just outside the center circle. Under 15 minutes remaining here. Score still sits in favor of Ashland United by a score of 3-0. Number 11 will send that ball well into the defensive end over the head of Cooper Solomon. Asher with the ball. Rolls out, throws short to Bridenstine. Ball over to Lumby. Lumby to Fleury. Fleury turns and drops it back to Schwalik. Schwalik will return it to Fleury. Back and forth between Fleury and Schwalik. Schwalik over to Brown. Send it far side to Cooper Solomon. Bit of fighting on the far sideline. Bridenstine comes away with it. Pass to Kuhn. Kuhn has the ball taken away. Only for a moment, though, as Delaware takes possession back. Morris with a little bit of space, looking for an attempt. Puts it on net. Low to the ground. The keeper able to scoop it up. Play stops as there's a couple substitutions upcoming, one per side. Evan Worley, after a short rest, will come back on in place of Asher Bridenstine at Ashland University. Ashland United will make a substitution of their own. Number 22 will come on in favor of number 20. So ball forward into the midfield. Delaware with possession. Cooper Solomon up to Morris. Morris to McComb. McComb back to Morris. Morris shoved off the ball. Draws a whistle. So Delaware will have a free kick. Under 12 minutes remaining here in the second half. There hasn't been too many stoppages so far in the second half, so I wouldn't expect too much stoppage time to be added. But regardless, Delaware still in need of just one goal to try and get things started. No sense worrying about 3 goals when one will suffice for now. Hope that you can open the floodgates as that ball blast off of Ashland. Taking quickly, Kuhn to Morris to McComb. Looking for Kuhn in the middle again. Sent back out to midfield. Schwalik near side to Fleury. Fleury returns it to Schwalik. Schwalik looking for someone to pass to. Finds Worley. Worley to Morris. Ashland with the ball, looking for some space to move forward. Pass intercepted there. Just a little too heavy. Kuhn had the ball, but not able to turn and move towards the Ashland goal. Seems like that has been the MO, or the seems like that has been the storyline for this evening for the Delaware side, is just not able to find some of those crisp passes they would like, some of those clean connections they would like to see. And unfortunately, it just continues to build on itself. Under 10 minutes remaining. Delaware with a free kick. Kuhn and Morris having a conversation near side the ball before Morris runs into the box. So Kuhn, cross in, ball is punched away out of bounds. So Delaware will have a corner kick coming from the far corner. I believe it is their first corner kick of the second half. Referee having a few words with the players in the box, making sure that nobody gets too handsy. Not too much pushing and shoving in the box. While that was happening, number 11, Nick Fleury, exchanged places with Kuhn to take that free kick. Corner kick comes in low. Found the foot of Mason Morris just for a moment. And Ashland moving back forward. Upfield with the man advantage. 5 players to the Delaware 2. Finally slow up a little bit. That pass into the box. Oh. Thomas tried to take that goal kick quickly. Stopped by the referee before that could happen, as Ashland makes a couple more substitutions here in these final moments of the match. Thomas sends that pass to Schwalik. Schwalik up to Fleury. Fleury turns, ends up dropping it to Schwalik, who passes it middle to Lumby. Lumby to Morris, back to Lumby. Lumby plays it forward, finds McComb. McComb onside. McComb nearly dragged to the ground. As that ball sent for a rising throw-in front of their own bench. Taken quickly. This play will stop. The whistle. Whistle from the referee. Ashland will set up for a free kick. So before the play restarts, referee having some words with Delaware midfielder Ryan Miller. Ashland with the ball, coming forward. Schwalik gets to that one, passes it near to Fleury, back to Schwalik. Schwalik through the middle to Worley. Ball comes through the midfield where Lumby picks that one up. Miller sends it forward, looking for Kuhn. Kuhn gets to that one, tries to make some moves to move toward the middle of the box. Unfortunately, he loses that ball. Alex Brown will stop that run of play as Delaware takes possession back. Just about 5.5 minutes left Fleury running up the side. Gets past the defender. Ball crossed into the middle. Cleared away. Where an Ashland player is able to carry that one out of the box. Brown sends that one out, so play will pause. A couple of substitutions upcoming for Ashland before their throw-in. Delaware with only 3 players available off the bench. They had a short bench to start the evening. Only had 4 available subs. But during halftime, it looks like midfielder, defender, every man, Seth Barrett, is no longer dressed, so he has not made any appearances as that ball finds its way across the mouth of the goal. Last off of an Ashland player, so Delaware will have a set piece corner kick opportunity here. So Kuhn, corner kick comes short. Kuhn, pass in the middle. Delaware still with the ball in the box. Ball deflects. Looks like it was off of one of the Ashland players. No Delaware player celebrating that goal, but Delaware finally gets out of there, takes the clean sheet away. So 3.5 minutes and some change. Delaware finally on the score sheet. We'll see if maybe that can jog some life into the Delaware offense. See if they can finish that climb. They have 1 goal. Time to focus on the second. Just over 3 minutes and stoppage remaining. Delaware now in a 3-1 hole. Delaware with possession. Kuhn shoved to the ground, draws a foul. Kuhn sets up. Tried to have a quick free kick, but ultimately pauses. Restarts things with a pass to Worley. Worley over to Fleury. Lumbee through, finds Miller. Miller over to Fleury. Fleury crosses it into the box looking for McComb. Ball headed out for a moment. Kuhn gets to it. Dragged to the ground. So he will draw a foul just about 30 yards or so away from goal. Only 2 minutes remaining. Referee getting the Ashland wall set up. Kuhn and Solomon near the ball. Kuhn will be the one to take it. Kuhn with the shot. Rolls just wide left. Score update. It is 3-1 in favor of Ashland United. Delaware just a moment ago coming away with a goal that likely will be scored as an own goal. But score is 3-1 in favor of Ashland United. So Delaware with a throw. Schwalik near side to Lumbee. Lumbee knocked to the ground, a little bit slow to get up. Schwalik up to get that one. Headed to Ryan Miller. Ryan Miller forward looking for McComb. Fleury finds the ball. Ball in the box. Ooh. Ashland keeper comes up, picks that one up, but flag came up on the far side from the side judge. So even if the keeper hadn't come away with it, Delaware likely or Delaware wouldn't have been able to progress any further. So Delaware restarting things after that last kick was sent out of play. Ashland trying to move forward. Worley shoved to the ground as the ball continues offensively for Ashland. Ashland now content to play keep away as we enter the final seconds. We're now into stoppage time. Not certain how much time will be coming from the referee as Fleury and the Ashland defender fight in the corner. So, unfortunate for Delaware that it was last off of Fleury, so Ashland will have their corner kick opportunity. They can waste as much time as they want during that play. Ashland player was signaled for offside. So Delaware quickly moving forward along the sideline. Kuhn up to McComb. McComb shoves the Ashland defender off. McComb finally giving chase. Sends the ball toward the middle. Headed out for the moment. Back to Kuhn. Kuhn back to Worley. Worley to Cooper Solomon. Solomon into the box. Only a few moments remaining here in the second half. Ball deflects off of Worley. Out for a throw-in for Ashland near the Delaware bench. Throw comes short. Ashland with some space. Not really looking to play any more offense. They do have a 2-goal advantage in the last seconds of this match, which, barring a miracle for Delaware Rising, will likely finish as a 2-goal lead, but there still is time left. McComb trying to turn that ball around. Sees it roll off his feet. So Ashland Captain Evan Worley not too pleased with the time wasting by Ashland. Kuhn tries to cross the ball in the middle looking for McComb. Hits off the back of one of the Ashland defenders. Ball sails over the touchline. Fleury tries to have a quick throw, but referee backs him up. Fleury dropping it to Schwalik. Schwalik towards Brown in the middle. Kuhn referee signals the final whistle as Delaware sees their 2023 campaign come to an end by a final score of 3-1. Unable to find the 2 additional goals that they needed to send this to extra time. The final score this evening, Delaware Rising 1, Ashland United 3. A disappointing end to the season for Delaware Rising. I know they certainly had a lot of confidence coming into this game, but unfortunate not to find a couple more goals that they needed, or even find the goals that they needed earlier in the game. I appreciate you guys hanging out on the stream with me this evening. Be sure to tune in this upcoming Saturday as the Delaware Rising women's squad will be playing at home at Buckeye Valley High School against Panthers FC, I believe. Either way, it is a home game. The game, I believe, starts at 6 p.m., but that will be official. Noted, or that'll be mentioned officially here in the next couple of days. So if you can come out to Buckeye Valley for the inaugural women's playoff match, we would love to have you. If not, we will have a live stream of the game available on the Delaware Rising YouTube page. So either way, support the team, whether it's through in-person support or live stream support. Either way, we would love to have you. As always, have a wonderful rest of your evening. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Come support the women on Saturday. As always, up the Rising. And have a wonderful rest of your day. This is Daniel White signing off. Good night.